In Hinduism, there are three fundamental aspects to the universe: creation, sustenance, and destruction. These three ideas are nothing but the projections of the absolute Brahman, represented in the form of the Hindu trinity of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, respectively. Despite being the creator, Lord Brahma is not as widely worshipped as some other creators in Hinduism, and temples solely dedicated to him are very few in number. Many Hindu temples may have shrines or idols of Brahma, but Brahma is never the primary focus. The prominence of Lord Brahma in Hindu worship is often overshadowed by the reverence given to Vishnu and Shiva. In this video, let's take a look at the Holy Trinity one by one to unveil the secret behind the fewer Brahma temples. Lord Brahma is the creator god in Hinduism, responsible for the creation of entire cosmos. Depicted as an elderly man with a long white beard, he symbolizes knowledge, experience, and patience. He is often shown seated on a lotus, having four heads facing in four different directions, each of which represents the four Vedas. It is believed that knowledge of the four Vedas came from the respective four mouths of Lord Brahma and was heard by the sages while they were in deep state of meditation. In the Vedas, Brahma is revered as the source of creation who actualized the universe. During the Puranic age, with the rise of Shaivism and Vaishnavism, Brahma lost his significance in the scriptures, and certain stories explain the reason behind his downfall. As the god of preservation and sustenance, Lord Vishnu's duty is to maintain the universe created by Lord Brahma. His consort Lakshmi, the goddess of wealth, is always by his side, as it is believed that it is our wealth that supports us sustain in the world. Lord Vishnu is the most active god in the Hindu scriptures and incarnates every time the earth is endangered by demonic forces, to fight them and restore cosmic order. Some of the popularly worshipped avatars of Vishnu include Krishna, Ram, and Buddha. Lord Shiva is the last god of the Hindu trinity. His consort is goddess Parvati or Shakti, who not only is a source of energy to destroy evil, but also teaches him how to maintain a balance between his fierce, untamed passion and asceticism. He is popularly depicted as having a blue face and throat, seated on tiger skin on the snow-clad peak of Kailash Parvat. He holds a trident in one hand, symbolizing the destruction of desire, and a damru in the other, representing his cosmic dance to its rhythms to recreate the universe. Despite being widely worshipped as the god of destruction, Shiva's role is to put an end to the cosmos, only to reconstruct it. He embodies the destruction of desire, illusions, and attachment, which are all within the human mind, for the formation of a new mindset. It is due to these reasons that Vishnu and Shiva are extensively worshipped. Hundreds of temples are dedicated to these two deities throughout the country and are revered by their respective sects, Vaishnavism and Shaivism. On the other hand, although Brahma regularly appears in holy scriptures and stories, there are only a handful temples dedicated to him, including the Brahma temple in Pushkar, Asotra, Chebrolu, and Tirunavaya. But why is Brahma not as widely worshipped despite being the source of all creation in Hinduism? Two interesting stories explain why. It is believed that there was constant conflict between Brahma and Vishnu as to who was better between them. Shiva decided to put an end to it once and for all and proposed a challenge. He assumed the shape of a fiery pillar or Agni Stambha that was infinite. It neither had a defined beginning nor an end. It was decided that the god who discovered the pillar's end would be the winner and superior between the two. While Vishnu transformed into a boar and went searching into the depths of the underworld, Brahma took the form of a swan and explored the heavens. After looking for the end for thousands of years, Vishnu accepted defeat after his unsuccessful attempt. Brahma too could not find the end of the pillar, yet was too egoistic to accept his defeat. He convinced the flower Ketaki to pretend and become a witness that he had successfully reached the top end. Knowing the truth, Shiva was furious at Brahma's dishonesty and declared that he would not have many worshippers or temples. The second story revolves around Brahma's attachment to one of his creations. At the beginning of time, Brahma was all alone and set out on a quest for self-realization. He wanted to create a material world through which he would realize his goal. So he created Shatarupa, who was technically his daughter as she was his creation. It is said in some versions that Shatarupa is actually goddess Saraswati, while other versions say that these were two different goddesses. Shatarupa was the first woman to be born. She could change forms and was created to assist Brahma with the process of creation. Instead, he was so attracted to her beauty that he forgot about his goal and started pursuing her. Disgusted by his intentions, Shatarupa ran in different directions to keep away from his gaze. As she escaped, Brahma developed 3 more heads facing 3 different directions to get a better view of the goddess. Shatarupa used her ability to morph into hundreds of life forms and transformed into different animals in an attempt to stop Brahma. But he took the male form of each animal she transformed into and continued chasing her, and thus the animal world came into existence. In the process, he developed a 5th head. Watching the creator chase his creation, the outraged Lord Shiva ripped off the 5th head of Brahma. Brahma gave in to attachment and worldly pleasures and lost his godly characteristics. Shiva, on the other hand, destroyed Brahma's head, which symbolizes detachment. This is the reason why Brahma is not worshipped widely, as desire and attachment are naturally present in human beings. So there is no need to go to a temple to worship a deity and consciously instill it. Some say that Brahma's job of creation has already been done and is a story of the past. The power of Vishnu and Shiva is required to help us sustain and destroy the evils that are within us. As a result, devotees aim to inculcate qualities of detachment, discipline, and strength by worshipping Vishnu and Shiva.